Hello, hello, Speed Gaming, and welcome to the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer Tournament. I'm Bello, joined here in the commentary booth by Marion. Hello.
Hello, we're back once again.
And we have a very interesting race ahead of us. We have Captain MD13 versus TGC, also known as thegingerchris. Captain being a fairly experienced Echoes runner, TGC being fairly new to this, but has been putting quite a bit of practice, especially as a fellow Prime enjoyer. So, yeah, looking forward to this. I don't know about you, Marion.
Hey, I'm a fan for all these races, though. Every single race brings its own special uniqueness to it. Whether it's a runner hot dogging an item location, whether it's a key being on hive entrance for Chica, which we've seen plenty of times. Who knows?
Or whether it's a runner doing a dumb soft lock. I will not elaborate on that. Anyways,
Yeah.
we are 5 seconds to go. The race is going to be starting pretty soon, and soon we will see which item we start with. And screw attack. And yes, thank you, Pineapple, for reminding us of the RAs, which are new patcher, no cannonball. So Chica's gonna be the whole fight, whether we like it or not. Multiplayer items, so that includes double damage, unlimited beam ammo, and unlimited missiles, as well as ETMs being replaced by missiles, which I don't approve of because we can't validate our seeds! And right off the bat, Umos gives us an Amber launcher being in Sand Cache. So yeah, that Amber makes perfect sense.
I do have one quick question for you, Bilo.
Yep.
Please explain what an amber launcher is.
An amber launcher. Did I say that?
You did. You said amber launcher. You saw the amber translator and the missile launcher hint at the same time. They combined the two. That's a new one.
Well, obviously, you just shoot amber hints from your cannon.
Oh, is that what that means? Oh, boys, do we get limitless information?
Well, no, because it's all about Ravenbeak's 8-pack.
Oh. Well, darn.
It's alright. I mean, for what it's worth, Power Beam is kind of amber, so I guess this works out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess on a technicality that works.
Alright, so now we're just fighting Dark Alpha Splinter, colloquially known as Albert by some, and myself included. I will always live and die by the name Albert and the many nicknames that this community has provided for its enemies.
Albert the Wonderful Alpha Splinter.
I will not respond to that, Pineapple. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I see it.
Anyways, Albert is very nice, as we can see over there. Almost dead on Captain's side. And it's gonna yield us a good old missile expansion.
That's good for us. We get mock missiles. Granted, they might be slightly out of logic, but extremely useful hiding into temple assembly.
Oh, absolutely. That door to storage cabin B will be opened right away, and we can get that extra item check-in without having to backtrack.
Absolutely right, my friend. With screw attack in hand, it'd be nice if we see some space jump early on.
Yes, that being said, though, while we do not have... This screw attack is fairly... It's fairly odd because sometimes when you don't have a space jump, you can still use it in certain rooms as if you had space jump. That's called a screw attack at Z-axis. This is observable mostly in Bond Guardian, in Aegon Temple, excuse me. But even if sometimes we can't exploit that Z-axis as well in every room, we can still climb Mining Plaza without either bombs or missiles with it. And also a very nice use of screw attack without space jump here, also as demonstrated here by Captain, doing the task slope jump and using screw attack to make this a little bit easier. An Emerald Translator right off the bat here. TGC is going to be following suit real soon. Alright, so that just gives us already 3 translators right off the bat, not even 5 minutes into the race. Ooh. Well, that's very convenient considering the preset that we have, which will mostly be a lot about rushing hints in hopes of getting the Dark Aegon keys and Dark Torvus key hints. Speaking of which, beam-related upgrade there. Could be Annihilator, could be some fancy multiplayer. Items? Alright, let's see. Get another missile expansion. We won't say no to that.
Finding missiles. Come on, game. Give us something other than missiles, please. What does this violet hint have to tell us? Oh, well, never mind.
Well, I mean, considering how Samus landed on Ether, she could really use that extended shape warranty. I don't know what you think.
I mean, that's fair, but it's taken into effect. You're putting the insurance on your ship after the incident happened. So your insurance company's not going to cover it since it was post-insurance policy.
Ah, right.
But let's see. We're going to see both of these runners attempt to use that screw attack cancel for a little bit of extra height and climb the outside perimeter of Mining Plaza. We'll take a
Captain
peek at
checking,
it.
He's
not happy.
I do
He's
not like
happy.
these shots. I saw something blue, but since ETMs are not shuffled, that can't be good.
I'm wondering if that's Cobalt.
I feel like that was a bit too bright of a blue for it to be Cobalt. Maybe... Oh, was it a red key? Oh, no.
Dear. Oh, dear.
Okay, so now, a translator can be found in temple grounds. Wow, you don't say. No, space jump cannot be there. You need screw attack to get it. So, and since there's no Z-axis in Mining Plaza, you cannot. Yeah, you cannot get there without space jump.
It's worth a shot, though. Let's see, Mining Station
so.
A. Oh, that's our first red key.
That's a red key. Well, I mean, yeah, for what it's worth, we know it cannot be a Wormski in Mining Plaza, so... that being said, we can only hope this is an Inghive key, so in the event that it is, it might also interest us now to have the Inghive key hints as well. If we see that one of them is in Aegon, we might have some hope.
Hope in an Echoes tournament? What, are you out of your mind?
I was out of my mind the minute I signed up as a Prime player.
Well, I mean, you did pretty well in the Prime tournament last year. Or was that the start of this year?
Nah, that was the start of this year.
Oh, close enough.
Major can be in
Hive Chamber
A. B or
A or B?
I don't know.
That was one of the two.
All right. Well, there's
there's
one of the 3 additional joke hints.
Oh, there's the launcher. Hey, look at that. But we already knew it.
Yeah.
Alright, but with missiles in hand, granted we don't have space jump, Captain attempted a Z-axis to get across that gap, but unfortunately fell down.
Yeah. I mean, you gain some, you lose some.
That's fair.
Movement is hard in this game.
Yeah, you can say that again. Well, there you go, he got it.
Yeah, there's one.
A brilliant example of it.
Did you see also showing it off in Aegon Temple, as I'd previously stated? Alright, so Bomb Guardian, with our current loadout, I think we're just going to be looking at a nice toasty 2-cycle from TGC right here.
Well, let's see if we can get it.
Yeah, this is looking good so far. Nicely done.
Congratulations. Another Z-axis for Captain, just going all the way across the temple site.
Might as well just open these gates right there.
And another missile. Come on, game. We've got enough missiles. We're up to 25 in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the they sacrificed their validation for this. Wait, that's vulnerable to screw attack. Or
What's
was it?
what?
It turned red, but didn't seem to take any damage.
I could have been the hitbox registering, but not all the way. Yeah, no, it's not
Uh,
not vulnerable. It's not doing any damage on Captain's side.
I mean, yeah, but then why would it?
Why
Oh,
would it turn red? Yeah.
apparently there's no sound on TGC's end.
We can try to. We can have Jeff look into that whenever he gets a chance. Second.
Yeah.
Other than that, due to the lack of bombs, there's nothing we can really do further in Aegon. We got no progression, no light beam to go to the back entrance of event area B. No bombs or space jump, so we can't access labs or Dark Aegon. So I guess we just gotta hope that the Hive Chamber areas have something for us.
Well, I mean, we can't get Hive Chamber B because no PBs, no bombs, so it's gotta be DMT. And
I'm wondering if that major we got hinted at is our bombs on DMT.
very well could be. Could be a lot of things actually.
And that red key.
That's a Torvis key. Yeah, unfortunately, no space jump for Captain, so can't quite do the usual climb along the War Wasp Hive. So just gonna have to rely on good old PBs and Spider for this one. Oh, is it possible NSJ? I wasn't aware of that.
Which one?
I mean, I wasn't even aware SJ of the Bomb Guardian screw attack vulnerability. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. This is screw attack we're talking about after all, but
Well, that being said, Dark Missile Trooper, everyone's favorite mini boss to skip.
well, looks like this time, so we're not gonna get to skip it. I'm not sure if there's a Z-axis in this room.
Not to my knowledge. And we're getting word from Jeff that TGC's audio has been updated.
Oh yeah, this is fantastic. Shout out to Jeff.
Many shout outs to Jeff and all the wonderful volunteers at the SpeedGaming community for helping put on this show each and every time. We wouldn't be here without them.
And
that's
yep.
Hey, look at that.
Yep, there are our Air Jordans.
All right, well, with Space Jump in hand, that opens up a lot. I mean, we're on Newt Patcher, so with Screw Attack, what would you say would be a better option, Bilo? I mean, we could either go to Compound and start doing the loop with Emerald, or we could just make an immediate play for Aegon Labs.
I prefer doing the Temple Grounds first, if I'm being honest. One main reason for this is we don't have bombs, so we can't exactly go ahead and do Dark Aegon and do Jump Guardian for it, unfortunately. Then again, without bombs, we can't really access much of labs, especially considering we also don't have Dark Beam.
That's absolutely fair.
So, like, while we can access the shallower parts of Pirate Labs, we can't really do much in there. Temple Grunt seems to me like the more optimal play here.
That's fair. You get more information. We don't have to come back to Compound outside of Jump Guardian's ship item, which hopefully he hasn't put anything useful up there today, like he did last time.
Oh boy.
Let's see, no power bombs, no bombs, so communications area and dynamo chamber off the list. So
yeah,
the
that
thing
being
we can
said,
really check is the compound crate and wind chamber. No, we don't have power bombs. We can't do the wind chamber loop.
Nope. That being said, though, we're still going to be able to go and check out the Ink Reliquary hint in just a moment. And it's a beam-related upgrade. Ooh.
Oh, I don't like that.
If that's super missile, that could really hurt.
It's entirely possible.
Alright. If Space Jump was put in there in this logic chain in that very specific position just for that gate, oh my goodness, it is. That boost ball, that's an interesting, interesting item to be put there. Actually, what can we do with boost ball at the moment?
That's not an item I was expecting to see in this particular area. Oh no, that makes perfect sense. We can probably break our way into Sank entrance.
But how
no
would we get out of the? Not only
no
no
bomb, we
light
can't get
beam.
out of the spinner.
Yeah, we can't get out of the spinner. So that being said, the hint: doomed entry suit.
All right, I'm gonna write that down. Where's that doomed entry with the suit off of Violet? Well, no, actually, I think that spinner spits us out automatically.
Not sure.
Yeah, because you're not. Once it's done with its rotation, it's an automatic lock. You can't go back into it ever. So it is an automatic exit. But other than that, boost ball, as with Bruh stating, the command center might be a good play.
Yeah.
I mean, use the boost ball to destroy the crates technically, and the grate is screw attack vulnerability.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, and since that falls under beginner logic, that might be where they need to go, and that's something gold and shiny down there.
Oh, gold and shiny.
Unlimited missiles? No, Annihilator.
No, Annihilator. Well, this doesn't do a whole lot for us in terms of doors. That being said, in terms of portals, yeah, that's just our MasterCard.
MasterCard, I like it.
Alright, and with that, that's just about our a loop-de-loop, basically. Unfortunately, we can't exactly go and open Temple Transport Amber, because no light beams, so we're just gonna have to go back to Aegon Quadrant. Not forgetting to get that light ammo expansion on the way. Just a nice little easy slope jump.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'd say at this point we just gotta make a beeline for Aegon and hope that Command Center has something useful for us. And plus, with Command Center, we'll get into Doomed Entry. There's a suit, which is great, but no dark beam, so we can't get back to the light world at all. Doomed Entry would be a one-way, and we can't do that.
That would be a dangerous action for sure.
Yeah, we cannot do that at all. So Command Center, Central Mining Station's open. We have access to that.
Yeah, Screw Attack makes Central Mining Station also a very plausible play.
And if I had to throw some logic in, I'd put either a dark beam or a set of bombs, maybe even power bombs within these upcoming two rooms. Yeah, let's see, what else can we throw in there? Yeah, because those three items specifically would grab us some amazing access. Or we could throw an energy tank in there, go back to Phazon Grounds, and hope that Phazon Grounds has some dangerous item hiding on the top of it. And Doomed Entry needs Dark Beam to leave. We cannot get through it as the portal is over near main reactor on Dark Oasis, and that is a Dark Beam door from Doomed Entry.
And the save station as well, so we can't exactly save warp to bail ourselves out from this one. That Dark Beam door, and no light beam either, so can exactly extend that suit into the super missile door if like the items even line up. Light beam would make this dangerous action a little bit more interesting because we would get access to Ink Cache 1. Well, actually, no, we wouldn't. We'd still need Dark Beam for it. It still give us access to Battlegrounds, though.
But before we can do any of that, we have to go right through Central Mining and defeat all these wonderful pirates who need to learn that this is our mining station, not theirs. This is all of our precious resources, and they can't have them.
Who's we in this context?
Yeah, Samus and the well, I was going to say the rest of those who live on Planet A there, but as we've come to learn, I mean, they're all in stasis with the Luminoth. So,
yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, maybe it's just for her. You know, stock up on resources, use them to help with the ship. Maybe sell them at some far off trading post. Who knows? There's no way all galactic currency's all the same. What are we talking about again?
Logic.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. That seems like a cheeseburger in there.
Looks like a...
No, those are bombs, actually. Main bombs. Nice. Alright, so with that we can do most of the labs now. If not all of Light Labs. Thanks to that boost bowl, Sand Cache is also open.
Absolutely fair. Looks like both runners are high-fiving each other. We're both going to command center at the same time.
Yeah, they're both right on their tail. Haven't seen a single route divergence yet.
No, nothing. Oh, but there's Dark Beam.
Well, this is convenient.
I told you it was coming up soon. Oh, that puts doomed entry in logic.
I still wouldn't do it now. I would... Honestly, first, I would do Light Labs, like, the entire way around, and then I would go to Dark Labs. Because we don't have a guaranteed light... Oh no, we have Annihilator, actually. Never mind, I am a little dumb.
Hey, you're okay. No, we got the Annihilator beam. We can grab the suit off of doomed entry and come right back to Dark Samus 1.
Yeah.
Here we see a route divergence, though. Captain's going for what you said, Bila, doing the Light Labs loop first. TGC is going straight for DS1 and main reactor. Oh!
Not pick up bombs? Oh no.
No, he did not.
Oh no, he did not.
Captain didn't go back to
Okay, no, maybe I can explain this. Maybe Captain wanted to reload the room in order to have the hint as well.
I'll take it. That works. I was
Although
looking at the wrong
find
screen half the time.
No. Captain? Bombs? I think that's a fun porter.
Yeah, we'll go back for it. It's okay. But I like what TGC's doing, going straight for, what is that, in cache 2?
Oh yeah, that's right, we have Annihilator in tow. The gap in between the elevator and the, that's unfortunate.
And this is a great reminder, children. Please do not play around with elevators, they are extremely dangerous. And so is bonking your head in a metal suit of armor against a solid piece of granite.
I mean, for what it's worth, if you can survive death lasers, toxic atmospheres, you can probably survive a little bonk on the head when you have a helmet on. Speaking of, there's a dark visor.
Okay, so that's in cache 3.
No, that's in cache 1, I believe.
Oh, that's 1? Okay. Oh, right, because counterclockwise, yeah.
Yeah, that... Depending on when Captain manages to get back for these bombs, that could be quite a costly hot dog.
I'm a little bit worried about Captain, because here's what I'm thinking, and roll with me for a minute. If we got the Dark Suit, we've already cleared out a good portion of Dark Labs. Yes, we have Light Beam Annihilator, so clear out Battleground. So that's not the problem. We'll go back to... that Light Portal is going to take us right to main research with Dark Samus 1. My concern is if he does the entirety of Labs Loop first, which would fall right into his logic chain, especially with Boost Ball for sand processing. But no bombs, so you can't access it.
He can't do the loop anyways.
No bombs for the Morph Belt tunnel.
Yeah.
Unless he goes the vanilla way around, no, he can't because he already did it. Yeah, no bombs.
He can't because it's also required bombs. Oh, Seekers.
You're right. I completely forgot about that Morph Belt bomb.
Oh, unfortunately,
invisible
bonking off the
platform.
invisible platform. Fortunately, though, not into the safe zone, so no accident, no surprise Spanish Inquisition. That's a reset from TGC. I do not know what happened.
Surprise Spanish Inquisition.
Yes, because nobody expects it.
Okay, yeah, I follow you.
Uh,
Sorry, I was writing down information. I didn't see what happened.
Oh, the save faster. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Oh, that's fair because he already did the Annihilator. He already did the Dark Labs loop. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Save the frames where you can, but remember to also save the animals. Sorry to all you Kill the Animals fans out there with Super Metroid.
Alright, and with that, that's the DS1 fight from Captain here. And TGC as well. Opting for different strats. Captain with the screw attack, TGC with the Annihilator, both dealing absurd amounts of damage to an early game boss, and pretty much deleting it from the game. A blink if you blink, you miss it moment.
And that is the benefit of having... I think TGC picked up double damage for all that.
Did he?
Just based on how fast the damage was dealt to DS1, it's either crazy button mashing or that was double damage.
No, it's just Annihilator that deals 5 times damage for some reason to Dark Samus.
That works for me. I'll take it.
It's I've given up on trying to make sense. Oh my!
Well,
goodness.
We know that's a red key.
Ooh. Oh, those red keys hurt. First Mining Plaza, then Dark Oasis. Oh boy.
Oh no, Annihilator does 10 times damage. Look at that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's 5 looking at the damage sheet. I'm gonna double check real quick.
Alright, while you do that, TGC's over in sand processing. We're going to utilize our found bombs to our advantage here. And yes, if Dark Oasis is required, then Light Suit is hard required, as that item cannot be picked up without it. And fair warning, Dark Oasis requires Power Bomb Guardian to be defeated. So no matter what type, if that key is required, you'll be seeing a Power Bomb Guardian.
All right, Captain. Thankfully, getting back to logic, getting those bombs. Essentially, unhot-dogging himself.
Unhot-dogging. All right, so we're taking away the bun. We're just left with the toppings.
And yeah. Also, yeah, I'm seeing on the health and damage sheets from the speedrunning discords that it is indeed 5 times weak to Annihilator still, so... Oh well. Not that it matters too much, the boss is dead. So, this is a problem for future racers to solve. And even then, 5 times, 10 times, it's still absurd damage.
Unfortunately, we won't be seeing any absurd damage on Chica, as we don't get to use Cannonball today.
Yeah. We're just gonna, what is this thing doing?
Hey, buddy, we're over here. Please stop staring at the beautiful light. Thank you.
I didn't know that looks like a really well-made Fallout New Vegas mod. And there's wait, actually, does that count as French vanilla? It's the right room but wrong dimension.
What's that?
Well, that's in cache 1, but that's storage B here in Light Aegon.
Do you call that French vanilla, or do you call that? Do you just call that extra dark coffee?
Mm,
Yeah, that sounded better in my head. That didn't work.
Dark Beam was in Command Center.
American vanilla, that's what you're calling it. All right.
Yeah, why not? We can go with that. American vanilla.
I'll take it, except I don't drink coffee, so I can't say.
I mean, no, they cannot get vanilla cannonball because out of bounds are banned.
Yeah, what's the vanilla way? The most popular way would be using workers path over in Sank.
I mean, that's the only way I know.
Well, it doesn't matter which room they go to. Either way, it forces the rooms to be on the wrong layer and a shot into out of bounds. So it doesn't matter where you try to do it at. It's just you can't.
Yes, he's been pretty gentle so far. We've seen like an almost hot dog, but Captain managed to correct the course here and there.
All right, so we know Dark Oasis has a key. You know what? I would really like that to be a Chica key, just based on the amount of backtracking it would force.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, but that's what I want to see.
Why do you wish so much ill intent upon our racers?
Because, Bilo, we're here in the commentary booth. We have all these wonderful viewers watching at home. We're here for a good time. We're not the ones racing in this game.
Correction, you are not the one racing this game.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you currently racing this seed? Are you playing one of these screens without my knowledge?
What? Well, no. Not one of
See,
these.
look at that. I get your point, though, but hey, be glad you're not the one with the key on Dark Oasis.
No, I'm the one with the soft lock injunction sight. That's different.
How do you soft lock injunctions? Oh. Okay. No, I see. I'm sorry.
By being a stupid ink smasher.
That's your new nickname for the community, huh? You're now the Ink Smasher.
Oh god.
Hey, look, with all the nicknames that have been going around, it's a good one. It'll, especially if Noel gave it to you.
All right, let's see here. Doesn't look like anything too interesting here in bioenergy production.
No, nothing too crazy. So this begs the question: where do you go now? I like what you said earlier on. Just go for the early Dark Aegon loop. Go get Jump Guardian, see what's hiding on Junction Site. Incash 4 is open, so go get that as an isolated check. Broom Closet, Trial Tunnel, Sand Canyon. We can't get power bombs for Sand Canyon, so yeah. Vent Area B's open.
Well, Vita, it's a long story. Shit, let's just say that.
We got like an hour and a half left in this seed, by all means.
Okay, so it all started when I actually don't really care enough to say that on comms because there are there are so many more things interesting things happening right now. Like this hint that TGC is going to scan, giving a translator in underground tunnel. Very much on the nose for a seed in which Captain is playing.
Nice, Captain.
But yeah, that's all the more reason for us to go to Torvus after that early Dark Aegon loop. We can just, since we have Boost Ball and Seekers, we can just use the elevator in Transport Center, so,
Oh, you know what? That's confirmed Cobalt. We already have the other three.
Yeah, it's gotta be Cobalt.
Oh, and TGC's going right for Mining Station B, it looks like.
Yeah. Going for rushing hints, a proven survival strategy in these seeds.
Yep. Get as much information as possible, as you never know when the next hint you come across will be your game breaker.
Not sure why TGC is triggering the puzzle.
He's going for a modified screw attack method to get the item.
Oh, yeah, that could be it. I usually do a 3 BSJ from the center, but to each their own.
Yeah, I think he's using the method I prefer the most. I could be wrong, but this involves raising the drill by 1 level, then using a slope jump on the left side of the drill, and then going on top. Oh, spider ball 3 rooms away. We found bombs in central mining, so let's backtrack here. What is 3 rooms away?
Interesting. 3 rooms away. That can't be main reactor. That logically requires spider.
And it can't be storage B. We already checked it.
Yeah. And it's exactly 3 rooms away, so... Oh! I don't think we got the chance to check mining station access just yet.
No,
So
we
that-
haven't. That's still
That
open.
could very well be it. And that's a very convenient power bomb, actually. So allows us to open storage A right up. Unfortunately, it's just a missile expansion.
And with that is all Amber Translator hints known.
Yeah, and that's gonna be very convenient for getting our temple key hints.
TGC got bailed out that power bomb expansion.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is very convenient.
Yeah, that, and we couldn't get storage A without them.
Yeah, it's mostly, I wouldn't say bail out, more like convenience. Oh, there's a sunburst.
A sunburst? Oh boy. Well, let's hope we don't need to fight Grapple Guardian for it, as we'll show him the power of Sunny D.
Ventilation area A, is it 3 rooms away from Central Mining Station? I think it's a bit further.
That's four rooms away.
You got Mining Station A, then access to Aegon Temple, then Aegon Temple, so that way's no-go. And then otherwise you'd have Command Center, access to main reactor, so it's also a no-go.
Found it.
Yep. That was Mining Station access. And with that, oh yeah, that's also going to be very convenient. Going to allow TGC to get that that Torvis key that lies on top of Mining Station A.
Alrighty. Oh, I already wrote that one down. Alright. Oh, we do get to peek at Broom Closet, though.
And TGC is going to be joining Captain here in Dark Aegon really soon. An energy tank in Broom Closet, that's more than welcome.
Our first E. Oh, we'll always take more E.
That we will. Yeah, I'll say this. I much prefer TGC's routing. This purely from the hint standpoint. I don't think Captain got any of the like further amber hints that are like in Mining Station B slash Aegon Energy Controller.
Nope, those two
no,
hints are
yeah.
still unknown form.
Oh no, that's yeah. Right, major. Oh yeah, that's one that Captain scanned, but not TGC.
Alright, say hello to Jump Guardian, and you better say hello fast, because now he's gone.
Wait, what? What Jump Guardian? I thought
That's
there was
fair.
only a statue.
Well, that's what we all like to believe.
And another E.
Jump Guardian hiding some energy? Well, yeah, I mean, that seemed pretty fair. We destroyed all of Jump Guardian's energy, condensed it, and now we're taking it for ourselves.
The Kirby approach. I'm liking that.
You just say the Kirby approach?
Yes, just absorb.
That's fair, I like it.
All right, and this will be an interdimensional high five as both TGC and Captain will just travel dimensions in opposite ways.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Oh, thank you. Your validation and excusal confirmation does wonders.
Excusal confirmation.
What else you want me to call it? All right, I'm running low on quips here.
Yes, we are gonna be returning. We are gonna be returning Jump Guardian's energy in our newly found energy tank. Captain apparently debating whether to get to Torvis right away. Apparently deciding not to. Probably wants to get those hints that he missed earlier out of the way right now before heading to Torvis. That would be my best guess.
That's fair. I can see why. But I would say go for Torvis as soon as possible based on the current items that we have. You have Boost Ball, you have Seekers, you have Spider. We don't have Super Missiles, which is going to be a problem, but we still do the entire underground tunnel loop.
Yeah, but hints, though, they're especially important on this preset. It's just so we can at least get a semblance of hints on where our temple keys are. And just as I'm saying, TGC heading right into Torvis.
Yeah, that's fair. You bring up a good point, Beal. You're mentioning all this about temple keys and how we need our key information. And we never really explained what this race is all about.
Yeah, so just for those that might just be unaware at this point, we have this preset which requires all the major bosses, like the Temple Guardians. That includes Amorbis, Chica, and Quadraxis. Now, the thing is, all three have the 3 required STKs to beat the game. So for that, also there's always progression in Underground Tunnel. So for that to happen, well, we have essentially 6 required temple keys, those being Aegon's and Torvis's. Quadraxis's keys can just be skipped if you go through the back door. With Annihilator, and considering we have it, really not a big deal. Even if you can't get through the back door, you can do some DSJ shenanigans to get above the temple gate, both ways. So yeah, those keys aren't really a hard requirement. Ooh, TGC's health looking a little low right there. Didn't seem to get any of the E-tanks that Captain managed to get. Didn't seem to be anything too important in Torvis Grove right there. Maybe Medvista will not be... oh, a cheeseburger. That's pretty nice to have. We will be sparing Medvista from the Midvista allegations for now.
That was good. You were fast on that one. Looks like Cap was trying to get that triple bomb space jump into the instant unmorph.
Yeah, that's usually the technique I like to use. Might be a little bit too late on laying the second bomb.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I like it, but I'm not a particular fan over it just based on the reliance of trying to get the instant unmorph.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't miss the underground tunnel hints, Apple.
Don't worry, it's in the notes. We
Yeah,
have we got a Discord, not a Discord link. There's a Google document with all available knowledge, hints, keys, etc. for this race. If you're interested in keeping track, by all means, here's your link for it.
So interesting. TGC, I didn't see TGC go for a gate skip. Maybe not quite comfortable doing it just yet. That being said, wait, no, actually, no, I'm dumb. He didn't need to because he came from the gate side. Never mind.
Yes, we apologize as far as the underground tunnel hint goes. Main power bombs are exactly 2 rooms away from Sacrificial Chamber Tunnel. So there's only not too many rooms that could be. Under Transit 1 or... What else is 2 rooms away? I want to say... 100 one's guaranteed. That's one of them. No matter what the other one is.
What was the central room that it is 2 rooms away from?
Sac chamber tunnel. Chad already posted it with Espeon under temple access.
Yeah, under temple access is also one of them.
And we got a red key here in Torvus Temple.
I sure hope this is not an Ing Hive key.
I sure hope it's useless. Oh, darn.
It's useful. Let's go.
Oh, dang. That's not what I was looking for. What was that, Dark Aegon?
Yep, Dark Aegon key number 3.
That was 3? Okay. Okay, got it on the list. Good to go with that.
Much needed energy tank on TGC's side.
We finally found an E-tank 45 minutes in.
Yeah, let's go. E all the way.
There's that. We have a translator, an underground tunnel. Captain's realizing that's useful. Hall of Eyes. Oh, Dark Torvus.
Aegon Waste. Dark Aegon Waste and Ing Hive. Ooh, that stings. Oh, that could very well be 2 Torvus keys in Dark Oasis and Mining Plaza. Ouch. So,
Path of Roots.
Yeah, what was that about a baby seed, Gerard? Alright. Gonna be using Scan Visor to make out the silhouette here of the item. In Torvus, it's not Torvus Grove, is it? No, it's Torvus Lagoon. Seemed to be just a missile expansion, so not gonna do air underwater for it.
A Morph Ball related upgrade in Poison Bog, though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Where did we get our Torvus key? Was it Mining Station A?
Yes, Mining Station A was the Torvus key for Aegon.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's gotta be an Ing Hive key in Mining Plaza then. We're saved.
Right.
At least halfway.
Oh, and Captain looks a little bit lost, wondering where that spider ball is. And he just realized it's over in Mining Station Access, a room he hasn't checked yet.
Yeah, very easy to forget it. When you don't have bombs/PBs early on.
Yeah, a lot of these checks are, you have the item that you need before you get to it. And on that rare occasion when you don't, it's hard to come back to it, as in the back of your head, you're already thinking that you've done it.
Yeah, and there's rarely a good reason to come back for it. And even the hint in Mining Plaza cannot bail us out, since we got Amber like immediately.
That's fair. We found all of our translators relatively fast once again. It seems to be a common occurrence this tournament.
Yeah.
Alright, but now we're here in mining. Not mining. Meeting grounds, that's the name of the room. Thanks, Marion. We're going to check that violet tint before we do anything, and then we'll go to Hall of Honored.
Yeah, I feel like TGC's playing for the hints right now, so could explain why he skipped Dark Torvus.
That makes the most sense. You already have 3 of your translators. You might as well just play the hints that you know you have access to, and then follow logic as such.
Yeah.
As right now, the biggest thing I'd say we're missing, we really want to find the any information for Dark Aegon key locations, and any information in regards to supers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, supers are going to be pretty big, especially for routing into Torvus.
Oh, big time. I guess we'll ask this then, Bila. Where do you want supers to be?
Good question. There are so many places to choose from. You know what I want to see?
What's that?
Odd W.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Reed's being mean already. Look what Reed said in chat.
Oh my... No. Wishing that upon someone is like putting the curse of Ra on someone. It's... no. This is the no-no zone.
The curse of Ra?
Hmm.
Ah,
This is what happens to you when you kill a Lightbringer.
Oh, that's just Schwartz's revenge. So to explain that a little bit, so Reed, great member of our community, one of the I want to say he's one of the founders. Been here a long time. Supers in Torvus Energy. That's a cursed location. Because you need supers to enter Torvus Energy from Torvus Temple. There's a door.
But
So in order to get that, what do we have to do? Well, we need to go fight Quad, return the energy to Tumos, and do a light warp to get into Torvus Energy through the light transport system.
yeah,
That's gonna be terrible.
this is some obscure logic if you're giving me some of that. All right, moment of truth. Will we find supers? I can't quite tell from there.
Well, it's like some sort of missile.
Well, I mean, I wasn't too far off.
No, I mean, that's pretty good. Unlimited missiles on Pod W.
Yeah. Means we're not going to be penalized from any sort of challenge missing that we might encounter on those secret doors.
Well, unlimited attempts. And yes, as Pineapple's pointing out, light suit is not required for those light transport systems. It is tied to the Tumos cutscene. It is not tied to the light suit acquisition.
No. Are those super missiles?
Well, you were close. You were close.
I was close. I was close. That being said.
You know what? You win half prize. How about that?
Yeah, I win the French. I win the French read.
The French read.
I don't know.
Hey, you know, it's SpeedGaming. We're meant to have fun here, all right? Are you having fun? Are you having a good time?
Oh yeah, I'm having fun. DM.
Quote unquote. Yeah.
And Captain also coming up on those supers. Yeah, the Emerald hints in Torvus didn't seem to give TGC too much information, so yeah, I'd say that kind of works out for Captain in the end.
Yeah, and Cap's got to wait on those darn load doors. We've seen that one in particular cause some time loss lately. Cursed Lake to Pod W just taking so long to load.
Yeah. Especially bad when you don't have a suit and a lot of energy.
All right, well, Sestran's bringing up go mode, so we might as well look into this as we come up to the 1 hour mark. What do we essentially need for go mode? Well, let's break it down by region. You know, what do we need for Dark Aegon?
We would very potentially need to do Under Temple, because Dark Oasis has a serious risk of being a Torvus key. So with that would require Spider. That's for sure. Bombs, we have those. A suit of some sort, we also have that.
Yeah, but we're gonna need to find light suit. If Dark Oasis is a required key with Chica or Amorbus. Well, we know it's possibly Chica with it being still in Dark Aegon. If that's the required key, light suit is hard required.
Yeah, but that being said, yeah, it doesn't really make sense to talk about go mode, given we really don't know about the Aegon keys yet.
That's fair, but we do know about that red key in Mining Plaza. It can't be an Aegon key. We know it's not a Torvus key.
So it can only be an Inghive key.
Right. And since both runners already have Annihilator, there's little to no reason they would ever do Mining Plaza for that key.
Yeah.
So no, I think at this point, with all the equipment, it might be a good play, even though we don't have main power bombs yet. We know where they are, though. Well, let's see. I wrote them down. Okay, where did we say power bombs were? They were 3. They were over in Torvis somewhere. Yeah, 2 rooms away from Sacrificial Chamber Tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we know main PBs are in Lower Dark Torvis. So if we follow that logic in the back of our head, we do have access to those now that we have supers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the very off chance that it's in under temple access, we would need to enter the portal from Hydrodynamo something, like between Alpha Blog and Hydrodynamo Chamber. And that would require gravity boost still. Because to my knowledge, we can't exactly go up to that portal without grav boost.
I mean, that portal's got...
But that's an edge case, basically.
Well, that's fair, but you could do it the other... You could go 1 room lower, go straight to Hydro Chamber storage, and use the spider track to use the lower portal.
I mean, yes, but that would require you to manipulate Boost Guardian into... Boost Guardian. What am I saying?
Where's Boost Guardian at in this?
Powerbomb Guardian into... wait, Captain, what are you doing?
He might be going straight for Defiled Shrine, thinking that's got a useful item on it.
Mm-hmm.
We have...
but
where was Defiled Shrine?
Was it a... It was a beam-related upgrade, was it?
No, it's missile-related.
But he already has Seekers and Launcher.
I can't think of where he's going for this.
Maybe going for hints out of habit?
I guess he was just really set on Defiled Shrine being something. I'm confused.
The same. Well, I mean, me being confused with this game is a normal thing at this point. Well, I mean, yeah, Cap did get supers. Otherwise, he would not be able to get to War Ritual Grounds in the first place.
Unless he's thinking that they might be Seekers, he might have forgot that he has them.
I think he used them at some point for the Hall of Honor Dedicate.
Well, I guess we'll double check that and post commentary then, see what the heck's going on there.
Yeah, I guess that's our best option.
So with that being said, let's see, what else do we have left? Well, we have TGC entering Torvis, so we're going for Torvis Place, possibly going to lower now that we have supers in hand.
Yeah, probably also going to check the hint in Torvis Energy Controller.
Oh, that's fair, because we don't need to use that light warp that Reed was thinking of. Sorry, Reed, not today.
The supers were actually in a somewhat bearable location for once. That being said, Wind Chamber Gateway being a 3rd E.
Oh, you know, chat brings up a good point. He could have just been going out of habit from War Ritual Grounds, seeing if Sky Temple had anything. Or Sky Temple Grounds, technically.
I mean, that'll be a good question for the post-race interview. Didn't quite get a chance to see what's in Grand Wind Chamber, though. And another E-Tank in Energy Controller. Fitting. Thanks, game.
The boost ball can be found at Compound. That's what the hint said, and we already...
have it.
Yeah.
Oh, Captain's also going to be able to get a peek at the item on top of the ship. I don't believe TGC ever managed to get back here.
No, not to my knowledge. I think he just went right past it in his travels.
It's just a missile.
Oh, darn.
And considering we have unlimited missiles, there's not even a single point in picking it up.
Oh, so we're going to see a major route difference here. Captain's going for Sank Entrance to do some Sanctuary work, probably. I don't know, you're right here, why not?
Yeah, and it's also logical to get to Sank from there, so...
And TGC's going straight for lower.
Oh, well, no, we already knew this hint.
Ah, okay, so no
No.
sync play.
No sync.
Well, it's interesting to point out over on the right side with TGC, you'll see him
Oh, wait,
constantly
actually,
morph in water. What are you thinking, Bilo?
Captain does not have Cobalt.
Nope, he did not go to underground tunnel yet.
Mm.
Oh, because you don't want to isolate Sank entrance for the cobalt hints.
So, yeah, you were saying about the morphs. Oh, there you go. That's something peculiar that happened. You might want to explain that.
No, not really.
It's okay. I will do it. So,
okay, that works.
So what you're seeing here is no fog underwater, and TGC was able to use screw attack underwater, but without gravity boost. But even then, you're never supposed to be using gravity. No, you are supposed to be using.
You're not
gravity
supposed to use
underwater.
gravity underwater.
No.
Boy, this is a funky looking backpack we got there. You know what? We're gonna use it as jetpack. How about that? We'll soar through the air.
I mean, that's what happens when you get off of quad in the
Well, that's
cutscene.
fair. Oh, hold on. Movement
nice
system, storage C.
Wait, we already got grapple.
Gravity boost, my friend.
Oh yeah, gravity boost.
Gravity boost falls under movement.
Yeah.
And where's Captain going? New
That
elevator.
would be convenient. This Corvus entrance, I believe.
That's what it looks like. At least, yeah, Torbus entrance.
Yeah, that gravity boost would be mighty convenient to be having right now.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if Transit Tunnel East or South has anything.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Poison Bog, Missile Morph Ball related, correction. Alright, but we're going to see here again on the right. You see TGC attempting to morph the second we enter water. Now, what we're attempting to do, as Bilo explained briefly, is a trick known as air underwater. So, the main gist, the second we enter water, we get this new slowed, sluggish state. When we're out of water, we have our normal running state. Now, if we morph the same frame we enter a body of water, and we get that funky little clear underwater, we can see everything perfectly. Now, that tells us we have it down properly. Now, what that does, it gets the, I'm not technical on it, please correct me, Reed, if I'm wrong, or Sestrian, or someone. By morphing on the same frame we enter water, we're put into two different states at the same time. The game still gives us the underwater properties, but it considers us as on land as well. Now, the biggest thing we use that for is to use space jump. So we can use space jump underwater, but now that we have air underwater, that allows screw attack to be used as well, crossing large distances and saving us from walking all the way around the backside of the transit tunnels, getting a hydrodynamo station with no hassle.
Actually, Adam has not yet authorized the use of this hint and of this explanation as well, so...
Okay, you know what? So I'm sorry, pretend you didn't hear anything.
You know what? Screw you. Unexplains the trick.
How do you expect me to unexplain anything? They already have the information.
Well, that's easy. Just spread misinformation over the internet.
Oh, who do you take me for?
A commentator.
Oh. Well, you'd be sorely mistaken. I am no commentator. I just breached the booth here unexpectedly when Jeff wasn't watching.
Ah, I see. Alright, so... Ooh,
oh, that's big information.
Up to 3 rooms away from Worker's Path. Okay, nothing in dungeon, thankfully.
Oh, did that say Worker's Path or Sentinel's Path?
Oh no. I forgot.
Worker's Path, thank you, Pineapple. No, let's see. So if that's Echo, if Echo's required, which technically Quad requires it, you can beat the fight without it, but still.
Logically,
nice
it's required, yeah.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word logically for some reason. So that could be it could be Spider Guardian, could be Sank Temple access, could be
Could be
it could
O'Lear,
be
I think.
O'Lear. Yeah, it said 3.
And up to 3.
So oh, it could be Watch Station.
From
Oh,
Workers
it could be main
Path.
or main
Oh, yeah,
gyro
no, that makes
chamber.
sense. Well, we know for certain it can't be Sentinel's Path.
Oh, that's fair.
Or,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
main
well,
gyro.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, you need Echo to use main gyro. What am I saying? Yeah, nope. Forget. See, because of you, I'm already spreading misinformation. How could you?
That's just my passive ability of being stupid.
You're not stupid, Bila. Don't ever say that about yourself. You're a very smart individual.
Marion, I soft locked in junction site because I didn't have bombs and you went into a bomb slot. Tell me I'm not stupid.
Hey, I've done that too. All right, I'm right there with you.
So the only reason you're not calling me stupid is because that would also call yourself stupid. I see.
Oh no, Marion knows that I know that I'm dumb. Oh, we gotta do. Oh no.
Oh,
Well,
we got
congratulations.
clipped.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. We're done here.
Yeah, gonna go for the save warp into Sank probably.
It makes the most sense. You've got every single information that you possibly can out of Lower Torvus. You know, you have Cobalt. You got that off underground tunnel. Make a beeline for Sank entrance, and just go get all your Cobalt hints. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption. Besides, it's not even out of logic, because we can just go there with Dark Visor and Seeker. So that
we're all set.
that Sank play is just goes along pretty well, you know.
And in the infamous words of Captain MD himself, there's always progression in underground tunnel.
That there is.
And the Emerald Hint again, power bombs exactly 2 rooms away from Grapple Guardian tunnel access.
Oh no. Did you see going back to Aegon?
Really?
Interesting.
As far as I know, we can't do a Morbus gate skip.
Oh no, I
unless we
think
have.
maybe getting the gravity boost.
Oh, that's fair because the movement system hint. Oh, that could play off quite well. We could use the. That makes perfect sense. Get the gravity off of storage C, then go to vent area B and use the Sank Spider side elevator.
Oh yeah. Also didn't do Spider Guardian, but I think that's because of the soft lock risk more than anything.
Soft lock risk and Echoes? No, that's impossible. Who would? Echoes is a perfectly stable game.
No, I think the word you're looking for is crashing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a fair point, Sespeon. You want probably using the lower Torvus elevator to Sank, but no power bomb.
Oh yeah.
That's fair. That's a fair judgment. The TGC's over in Dark Aegon, though.
Well, why not getting Sunburst first? Sure.
Oh, did
I
TGC not do this loop yet?
Maybe.
Either A, he didn't do this route
I think
yet?
he didn't actually, because he didn't have the energy from Jump Guardian that Captain had.
Yeah, no. Look at the mini map. Those rooms are darkened. Yeah. So this first time.
Well, I mean, of course they're darkened. We're in Dark Aether. What do you mean?
That's not. That's not what I meant. And you know it.
No. Person of culture. Right there. Sparing the Lightbringer.
You know, I was hoping he was going to hit that Lightbringer.
Curse of Ra.
Yeah, if that happens, we just get the Curse of Schwartz coming after us. Alright, so let's see. What's happening, Bila? We're well past our 1 hour rundown mark.
Well, we're seeing somewhat of a route. Okay, I wouldn't call that a route divergence, more like a route convergence rather, because Captain and TGC are both doing things that they didn't do at first, but they sort of complement each other, and I feel like we're just gonna see another reconvergence into Sank after both are done with either Lower Torvis for Captain or Dark Aegon for TGC.
That's fair.
Yeah,
And,
that
Captain-
movement system in Storage C, probably not feeling the happiest about that.
Yep, and here we see TGC also shooting the statue.
Mm-hmm.
I still stand by it. That is one of my favorite tricks to do in all of Echoes. Just show Jump Guardian who the true master of this arena is.
Yeah, just shoot at it until it's dead.
And then Echo Visor information for Captain, 3 rooms up to 3 rooms away from Worker's Path.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of a path, Warrior's Walk also opened up thanks to super missiles. Really
That's
convenient. Just a missile, unfortunately.
Oh, darn. Well, that's okay. And TGC analyzing what else is there left to check. What's a good route to go for?
Gonna be continuing into Dark Labs, apparently.
And now this brings up the question, does Captain continue being able to go through Lower Torvis? Or is he taking this save warp to go into Sank?
Well, taking a safety safe, first and foremost. And yeah, probably gonna go and commit to Torvis here.
Right, and on the left, we see Captain also attempted to get air underwater. We're using this so we can just screw attack underwater. This saves us from going around the entirety of transit tunnels and lets us get the unlock keys for Hydro Chamber Station. Hydro Dynamo Station, that's what it's called.
I think TGC did get that hint, yeah.
Yes.
I feel like they were kind of both on Dark Samus at the same time.
Yeah, they both fought it exactly at the same time. So no, I like what you're thinking. Go for Storage C, get that grav boost. If you need it, you need it. If not, well, at least you took care of it.
I mean, it's just more convenience for Lower Torvis routing.
Yeah, I agree with you. And we know Lower Torvis has what we need, per se. We know we got a lot of stuff down here. And we know Power Bombs. We know we need Power Bomb Guardian, which isn't affected, but the way to him does.
You also know where Echo Visor is, somewhat, so...
Yeah, we know the general location of that, yeah. So there's that gravity boost we're looking at, that mighty, handy backpack.
I mean, I'm not sure what Captain's thinking right there. We can see him, like, sort of putting away the bridges and making it float, but also not. Oh yeah, probably just gonna do that to have easier access to training chamber.
This could be a total play out of left field here. I'm wondering if Captain's trying to go off a spider ball logic.
Oh no, TGC did not get that hint, apparently.
He didn't scan it. He was here. Did Dark Samus?
Or maybe... No, he didn't reset out of it. I don't think.
No, he probably just didn't go back and scan it.
Yeah.
Looks like Captain's going right for Sank based on the Lower Torvis elevator to vault side. That's not what I thought he was going to do at all.
I mean, it still makes sense to route that way.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You got everything left in sync, and you have Cobalt with you.
Oh yeah, didn't check Sand Canyon just yet.
Yeah, might as well. It's an isolated check. Get it out of the way.
Mm.
More ammunition, that's always useful to have. And Captain's going to show us the first of our Cobalt hints.
Oh yeah. Not without checking the item on top of main research first, though. Venomous Pawn Suit.
Come on.
Oh, that was so close for both players, but neither of them got it.
Nope, no one did that section of Dark Torvus yet. Well, I mean, that's a pretty good light suit location. It's right in front of checkups. So we could probably...
Yeah, we need light suit for Dark Oasis, though.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, and unfortunately, we don't know what key Dark Oasis is. We don't have our Aegon information.
I mean, we do have the Torvus information. We have an unobtained Dark Torvus key.
I know, we have that in... Oh, that's fair. We already checked most of Aegon.
I feel like our best hope would be if it's Feeding Pit, but that also requires light suit. And at this point, it's just...
We already checked all of Dark Aegon. There's nothing outside of light suit checks.
Yeah. Alright, let's see it. What is in Hazing Cliff? Just missiles. Yeah, not gonna commit to going up to the upper layer of Sank through Dark Aegon, through Dark World just yet. We still have some Cobalt hints to get.
Yeah, I think Captain's going based off of that logic for his light suit. I'm making a beeline for Venomous Pond. Nice hint.
Yeah. Thanks, game.
The Dark Beam could be found in Aegon Wastes.
Yeah, I feel like Captain is considering doing that PB Guardian, but that no graph boost might be that's complicated. Okay, the Bamboo here being a little naughty.
The information for Hive Dynamo work, sorry, I was typing at the time. That is a missile related.
Okay, thanks, game.
And
Again.
Dark Visor location off of Range Arrow.
Yep.
Which was in Cache 2?
I don't remember. I think it was in Cache 1.
Yeah, that sounds better. That sounds right.
Because in Cache 2, TGC reset out of it.
Right. Yep, Captain's assigned to stay in Dark Torvus and clean that up based on the information given from the hints. That was a really good information for that first Cobalt hint.
Mm-hmm. That being said, it's not unlikely that once TGC gets that hint as well, makes his way back to Torvus and gets that suit also, because since it's in main research, the elevator to Lower Torvus is right there. Besides, I also believe he also activated the statue in Training Chamber, so not going to have to do a statue keep too.
Yeah, and there's that suit right there.
Going to be making good use of Grapple Beam for the vertical movement it provides.
No, I really like Captain's routing here. Going off the light suit location, that's solely because of Dark Oasis and Feeding Pit. You know you have a key in Dark Aegon. You know for a fact Dark Oasis has a key, regardless of what type. Besides, by getting your light suit now, cleaning up the rest of Upper Dark Torvus, that saves you from coming back, you know, where your keys are not at, so you can likely deduce where the rest of your keys are. And based on that, we don't have to backtrack here, just go from Torvus to Aegon and then back to Torvus.
Alright. PB is required for the light suit. I don't think so. We can just use the super missile door out of Dark Forgotten Bridge into Venomous Pond.
Yeah, no, there's no power bomb locks between portals or routes that would require main PBs for logic.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we could just go through the underground tunnel loop itself, use the boost ball half pipe on Torvus Grove, go through the backside by Forgotten Bridge, and then use the portal. Oh, Hive Temple, Aegon and Sank.
Aegon and Sank. Okay, yeah, no, so we're not bailed out of Dark Torvus. It's gotta be an important key in Dark Oasis. Yeah, Captain did take the PB route because it's it's basically the full loop.
I like that option. Clear out everything, don't leave anything behind. And we still don't know exactly where everything that we need is.
Yeah, the big unknown factor here is the Dark Aegon keys.
We still have no information on them.
Oh, nice use of Seekers there to get rid of the puffers here. That was fun to watch. Also, Boost Guardian, a very difficult boss. Wait, what?
Oh no, the iframes coming out of the puddle form.
Oh wait, you can do that.
And Tumos has a missile, of course.
Interesting.
And I completely forgot what Sank Energy's Cobalt was.
That was the Hive Temple keys, I think.
Right.
Ooh, getting the instant morph there, but not quite into the right position, unfortunately. Gonna have to do this climb all over again. Although, it is still faster than doing the first part of the spider puzzle, let's be honest.
Of course. And Captain having a heck of a time with Boost Guardian. It's already at such low health, we'll just finish him off with some light beam shots.
Yeah, unfortunately we can't exactly finish it off while it's in liquid form, so we'll just have to wait for it to solidify. And there we go. Alright, then missile. I just wasn't sure whether the camera was tipsy on TGC's side. I wasn't looking.
No, it's a nice little Easter egg, I like to say. And if you come down that watch station tunnel and you morph the same frame you come out of the curve, your camera gets lopsided by about 45 degrees.
Yeah, Samus starts filming her perspective into a Dutch angle.
I haven't heard it called that before.
Well, I mean, that's what it is.
I believe you. Okay, so let's go over this. Captain's done in Torvus. We've done everything that we can outside of lower Torvus cleanup. Granted, we would prefer to have gravity boost for it, but that's all the way back in Aegon Storage C. The big thing we're missing is that Aegon key hint.
And it's rearing to be Sank entrance at this point. Yeah, I think
That's
from
the
the
only hit
commentary
left.
booth, that's the only one we haven't seen yet.
Yep, that's the only thing. I know Path of Eyes is marked off. I didn't write it down.
Okay, so TGC just fell off of the spider track. That's definitely an Echoes moment if I've ever seen one. That was just a robbery.
I wasn't watching. I was typing information.
Robbery.
But that's painful though.
Yeah.
Right at the end of the puzzle, and you just get kicked right off.
I'm just gonna be careful not to do that again, and getting rewarded with Echo Visor.
Watch station. That's a great location. At Sentinel's path is right there.
Oh, TGC almost got stuck there, behind the portal.
Oh, I think TGC's going right for quad.
I mean, it makes perfect sense. You're in Watch Station, might as well just go through the back door and fight quad. Oh, that being said...
That's a red key over there.
I think that's a Torvis key. I think we know a Torvis key is an Inghive, so that's gotta be one of them.
And I like this little skip for ATS. It saves going all the way around and having to do Caretaker.
Yeah. Yep, there's our second Torvis key. Last one, most likely in Dark Oasis.
And Captain is going through Lower Torvis. Still progressing on. And at the hour 25 mark, we are seeing our first boss fight out of 3.
Yep.
So, when it comes to Quadraxis, is there anything major we should really know about to help speed this fight along, Bilo?
Well, there is some manipulation that you can do to force it into a melee attack. Also, the kneecaps weaknesses are also on somewhat of a circular cycle. So if you can sort of sync yourself to that cycle, you can basically one cycle that first phase. Second phase isn't really much of a hassle. You just screw attack into the main antenna and then light beam and missile your way into the head antennas. And then third phase, you just blow away at this point. Stun the head, boost on top of it, get the bombs rolling. Not too much variance. If you don't have boost, you can use some standables on the crumbled body and screw attack on top of the head, but we have boost, so why would we make things more complicated for ourselves?
Because this is Echoes, and this game, especially with Randomizer, likes to see people suffer.
Yeah, they are. But that being said, we have the occasion not to suffer.
Oh, but that's not fun.
It's not fun for you.
Well, I mean, I'm not playing this game, so... Oh no, TGC's out of light beam ammo.
Oh yeah. It still has super missiles though, and unlimited missiles, so... Still some fairly decent firepower in our hands.
You know, it's only because chat brought it up. Thank you, Pineapple. Would you classify this as one of Randy's hell seats?
Well, the keys are certainly bad, but the progression chain, well, I mean, besides that gravity and storage C, and even then we can go around it. It's mostly just the keys, I feel like.
That's fair. Now we're seeing the purpose of why Echo is useful for quad.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Logically expected us to get those power bombs by getting gravity boost and getting to the portal in the light version of Under Temple Access.
That's fair. And you get your wish, chat. You get to see 2 painful bosses at the same time. 2 for 1. Congratulations. We have a fabulous Saturday special going on today.
Fantastic.
Right, so as far as that goes, we see TGC screw attacking into that little central antenna on the legs. Now, yes, you would technically need Echo Visor to see it, lock onto it, and then shoot it. But thankfully, screw attack just deals the damage that we need.
Yeah, and even then, we don't need to have Echo Visor active for it to be damageable. So we can just use just about anything, really.
Yeah, we're very thankful for that. And Echo's only really good for locking onto the antenna. So if we're able to manually aim at it, then we're all set.
Yeah, and well, you don't even need to aim with screw attack. You just full body slam it. I don't know.
No, that's fair. No, that makes perfect sense. And Captain's finished the Powerbomb Guardian fight, and it appears to have, is that light amp or?
No, I think it's double damage actually.
Look at that!
Well, that works. That kind of works out.
That'll
be pretty nice to have.
Oh yeah, especially when we come down to game bosses. Yeah,
definitely.
It doesn't really do much against these 3 temple bosses.
Yeah,
but Emperor 3 maybe, I would say.
DS3 also.
Yeah, DS3 as well if we get centered. So that being said, Captain now has main power bombs. We're back in logic finally, and TGC has defeated Quad. So what does that mean for each of them? Well, we're still missing that A-gun key information, but we know it's on Sank entrance of all places. I would say Captain probably is going to go back to Sank and start doing some cleanup there. As for TGC, now that we're getting done here with Quad, most likely more Sank cleanup. We'll get that key off of Sank entrance, and then we'll just play for keys. Yeah, just return the energy first. Might be useful for traveling in between regions, especially given the hints are what hint Captain here? Oh, was that a Hunter Ing? Oh my! Yeah, there's a Hunter Ing following him.
Oh my goodness! Hunter Ing is trying not to be annoying, challenge impossible. And TGC showing that even if you don't have any ammunition, you can still utilize all your extra beams. I mean, that and also the unlimited missile ammunition.
Hey, I mean, maybe sometimes you don't want to use missiles, you know? Maybe you just want to blast them full of light and dark energy.
Lead and dark energy.
Yeah, but that brings up the point. Where are you storing all those unlimited missiles at? Where's your storage?
Well, I mean, there's no need for storage. It's unlimited.
Yeah, but I mean, where are you pulling the missiles from? Out of thin air?
Well, yes.
Oh.
Bird magic. Just no need to explain that. It's bird magic.
It's bird magic. That works. Well, bird magic. You've heard of dark magic. You've heard of holy magic. Now we have bird magic.
Alright, fog didn't seem to be anything.
So with that being said, it's a matter of who's going to get to Sank entrance first. I mean, TGC most likely, since Captain's still fooling around here in Lower Torvus.
Yeah. Did Captain actually ever go to Torvus? Yeah, no, he did get that graph boost hint, but not sure if I remember if he committed or not. Don't think Captain, he did.
No. He got the information for the suit
that
off
was
of
the
Venomous
light
Pond.
suit. Yeah, I was mistaking it for the graph boost hint.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, there's a key here.
Yeah, it's an hive key.
But no, Captain played the logic on Light Suit and just continued right into Torvis.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I think that's a good play for Captain, especially when you get back to Aegon later in the scene and you really need to get Dark Oasis. You need to check Feeding Pit of all places.
Mm.
Dark Oasis, especially since it has a known key.
Yeah. So with that, actually, that kind of routes pretty good for TGC here. Gonna use the save warp to get back into main energy controller and hopefully be able to do Sank entrance from there. Although I'm not sure he actually did check the hint in main research. I don't think he did. So maybe just instead gonna save warp to from main reactor or reactor core rather.
Yeah, regardless, Captain's finally in Sank, so now we get to see more of what Upper Sank has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
But no, TGC has not gone to main research yet.
Yeah. So can I get the hint there? Actually, since it's close to the Torvis elevator, might just take it. Go back to Upper Torvis and then take the portal from Forgotten Bridge.
That would make sense. Either that or just do some Torvis cleanup. You're going through that lower Torvis elevator. You might as well get your main power bombs. Get Power Bomb Guardian out of the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, still not. Probably just gonna check Transit Center and Reactor Core before heading there, I suppose.
Yeah, check everything that you can.
Yeah, no, just rushing there. Yeah.
Yep, so with all that being said, what are you thinking?
Well, it's kind of tight actually. Captain's had the light suit advantage for quite a bit now, but that doesn't seem to have punished TGC all too much, and that actually route kind of not too bad for him since he also has to bundle tests together and do PB Guardian as well. So I don't know. It's hard to say just yet. The thing is, CGC did do a quad, whereas Captain didn't. That being said, if Captain accidentally stumbles upon an Aegon key here in Hive entrance, that might just turn the tables around.
Yep, because we still don't know where the Aegon keys are, and they could be practically anywhere.
Mm.
And we know the last Dark Torvis key is over in Dark Aegon. Yeah.
Well, Dark Oasis or Feeding Pit, both requiring light
pretty
either
much,
way.
Yeah.
And from this point, might as well just be safe and do PB Guardian.
But might as well. You know Dark Oasis has a key. Just play it safe.
Yeah. Wait, actually, no. There's no Sancti in Dark Aegon, so that key's got to be important. It's either it's the Torvis key that we thought it was, or there's a plot twist and there's a Torvis key in Feeding Pit, and that's an Aegon key in Dark Oasis.
That is not a key on Hive entrance.
Yep, nope. This just seems to be some E.
Which we're just gonna skip.
Mm. I'm just gonna be checking the Torvis Plaza area.
Oh, I hate this area. Torvis Plaza is just terrible to go through.
Yes, it is. I hate the screw attack trick in this room so much.
It's a lot better than trying to do that puzzle, though.
No. It's
no?
not. It's really not. I hate that screw attack with a passion. I mean, at least you can skip like 3/4 of the puzzle.
That's fair. Oh, I should only a cheeseburger.
Well, I mean, it's still welcome. TGC was was out dry of PBs, so
And no, Captain has not gone to Torvis Plaza.
yeah, I don't think he did that just yet.
Oh boy, it's our favorite. It's Dark Pirates. We go Pirate Commanders.
Oh, and TGC's out of dark beam ammo too, so has to do those with super missiles.
Well, hey, at least we have unlimited.
Yeah, might as well take advantage of it while we can. No, I don't think Captain did do Plaza area.
No, I can't recall it ever seeing it.
Oh, it's actually an interesting strat shown enough by Captain here. Just gonna do this secret puzzle from this side, and we'll just get teleported to the other side.
Oh, all of that wonderful ammo just falling down.
Yeah.
An
Ammo
explosion. Yep.
Yeah, grapple pirates have an absurd... Well, I mean, I don't think those are grapple pirates, but just dark pirate commandos in general just have an absurd amount of health.
I could be wrong. I believe grapple pirates are tied to grapple guardian being defeated.
Yes, they are, but I don't think TGC defeated grapple guardian.
No, grapple guardian still. No.
Unlimited beam ammo. That would have been useful earlier when we were out of dark beam ammo.
No, yeah, just do the entire puzzle with those pirate commanders on you.
Yeah, it can be a little tricky, especially when they like to teleport in the middle of the half pipe. Another Thanksgiving moment from Captain's side. Lovely. Yeah, it's actually crazy to think how many Dark Pirate Commandos chance gets triggered by defeating Spider Guardian. What am I saying? Grapple Guardian.
Oh no, you defeat Spider Guardian, then you have to deal with the Spider Pirates. They climb over everything. They're up on the walls, on the ceiling. They're just everywhere.
Yep, they are coarse, rough, and get everywhere. Got that right.
You know what? Speaking of puzzles, since we did mention it earlier, I took it. We do have that runner's agreement of us being on New Patcher.
Oh, right. So for the puzzles, well, what does this mean?
Well, when it comes, there's a handful of puzzles that Randomizer it manages to completely shuffle and randomize the correct order for. A good example, main gyro chamber has it. These little red, yellow, and green organized to colors. Those are all randomized. It's endless combinations. What else is there? There's the
24 combinations.
It's still a good number.
Yeah. I mean, it certainly goes up if you had like more colors. That would go up like much more, even more than exponentially.
Right. You have a mini gyro chamber. The order for that's randomized. The only puzzle that's not touched, thankfully, is Hall of Honor Dead.
Oh yeah, that one would be painful to go through again.
I don't think anyone even remembers how to do that puzzle normally. They just memorized the numbers for each spinner.
Yeah, 1132.
I can't recall ever trying to do that puzzle properly.
I mean, I did back when I played casually, but I would just try things until it worked.
Right? Just keep on guessing and hope something pops along.
Yeah. Alright, and that's the light suit for TGC coming up very shortly. As long as we get the standable on top of this this plant right there. There we go.
Oh, I hate Venomous Pond because of that. Let's just say Link generated a seed once for me. And it was required to make that jump just to keep going. You got no space jump, no nothing. You had to get it.
Yeah.
I swear, the guy generates curse seeds all the time. But other than that, hopefully, well, we can't. No, we can't. Captain didn't go through Sank entrance to get to Torvus. So that may to get to Torvus. What am I saying? We didn't go through Sank entrance period, so we have to go back to Temple Grounds just to get that Sank entrance hint.
Yeah. At this point, that's just... If it's not the Aegon key hints, I will be very confused.
It has to be. Every other hint has been checked at this point.
Oh no, he did not do PB Guardian. Oh.
No, TGC has not done Lower Torvus yet.
That could come back to hurt him, actually.
Unless he goes to Torvus now. No, he's going for Aegon. So he's probably going for a Morbus. Except we don't know where all the keys are.
Why Aegon?
Probably just beelining Dark Oasis, figuring out what key that is.
Oh, maybe... I mean... Maybe he thinks he did PB Guardian?
I mean, unless it's the Chica key that's on Dark Oasis. He might be planning just to go straight there, get the third key, go fight Chica. And then focus all the energy afterwards on finding the Aegon keys.
But if he didn't do PB Guardian, then he can't get Dark Oasis.
Oh, that's right. He never... I said it too, and I didn't put it together. Nice job, Marin. You're hot-dogging your own words now.
Yeah, maybe he seems to realize that just now, going right back.
I'm gonna ask him that in post commentary. But on that, we do get to see more quad.
Yep. Some people calling it the best
3D Metroid boss.
The best 3D Metroid boss. It's certainly the best one in Echoes, that's for sure.
I gotta agree. As far as Echoes goes, I think it's one of the more well-defined boss fights. It does have a lot of technicality around it.
It really feels like you're taking down a huge beast piece by piece.
Yeah, I mean, you're losing health every single second you're in this boss fight, so it really makes you a little bit on edge.
I mean, yeah, but have you seen the health drops you get in this fight?
Well, that's fair, but it still doesn't take away the back of your head. You still got that fear in you, wondering if you're going to run out of energy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like that's only really applicable if you haven't gotten a lot of energy. Because for what it's worth, the health drops are pretty plentiful. I mean,
what are you thinking?
I don't know if I'm gonna give it the title of best 3D Metroid boss fight. I feel like that title, for me at least, goes to Dark Samus in Prime 3.
Oh, the final one where we're in phase?
Yeah, not the Aurora unit. The RNG is just bad.
The one right before it. I like that fight. That's a good fight. I like how they did it. Even though Corruption was weird just in general. I
mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I am aware this is a hot take.
A hot take. But TGC just saved a ton of time having Gravity Boost coming in here to lower Torvus.
Yeah, just not having to deal with the slow underwater movement is a big plus for TGC.
Oh yeah, no air underwater, no worries, we can just float on through. Oh, and Captain's also returning the energy, as Chess pointing out. So probably also thinking of using that Tumos warp to his advantage.
I mean, I feel how do I pronounce your name? Alkalinase, I think. For me, I feel like that's kind of the opposite, because in Prime 3, you just kind of tend to cheese all the bosses with hyper mode. You get complete invincibility and a ton of damage, whereas for this fight, this is one of the few fights that you actually have to do because you're forced into hyper mode and the game is balanced around that, so you still take damage, you take damage over time, you don't do an absurd amount of damage that melts the boss in 2 seconds. I don't know, I feel like that's one of the few boss fights that you don't actually cheese just by pressing plus on your Wiimote.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, that's DGC getting to double damage as well.
I still say that PED suit is one of the better suits out there.
It is, yeah. I mean, Reggie would certainly disagree with you, but...
Well, he can disagree all he wants, but I think that PED suit looks pretty nice just in design. Alright, let's go on and get back on topic here. Let's see, what do we got going on? TGC just went to Lower Torvus. We defeated Powerbomb Guardian. Now we're out of here and going to Dark Oasis after a little hot dogging. On the other hand, Captain has just defeated Quadraxis. We defeated our first boss out of the 3, almost 2 hours in. We are still missing
E3 on Captain's side.
We are still missing Aegon key information, which we know is guaranteed on Sank Entrance. So other than that, it's a matter of either A, who stumbles into their keys first, or B, who goes to Sank Entrance, gets the information, and plays off of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, TG is going to soon be able to do the Chica, getting that Dark Oasis key.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a matter of... I'm wondering if TGC is just going to grab that Dark Oasis key, go back here to Aegon Energy and do the warp to Torvus and beeline Chica.
I mean, I feel like for what it's worth, it's not necessarily a bad idea to do Chica right away, because, well, we're just gonna have to do it one day or another, so...
Yeah, that's fair. I'll agree to that. And my personal take is it's a terrible fight. You don't have Cannonball as it's excluded. I just want to get that fight over and done with. It's one of the harder ones, per se, out of the 3. I mean, Amorbus, nobody cares about Amorbus. It only takes about maybe a minute and a half if you do it fast enough.
I mean, yeah, you can just worm skip. We have Boost Ball.
Yeah, and then you can do worm skip and get soft locked.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Sestron's raising a good point. By getting the Sank Entrance key, words are hard.
Words. Use your words, Bilo. Take a breath.
But by getting the Sank Entrance hint, we may or may not just know whether we're gonna have to come back to Torvus again or not. So yeah, that's a fair...
Found the worm key.
Yep, well, I wasn't wrong. There was a key in Feeding Pit.
That means there's one Aegon key out there that is still unknown. And nice job, bro. You managed to call the key in Feeding Pit the second it got picked up. Your timing here is impeccable.
Perfect timing. We wouldn't have it any other way.
Great. Now, please tell us where the last Aegon key is, bro.
All right.
Okay, so we know that this is going to be our Torvus key.
Yep.
Yep. You know, I called it. I'm sorry, but I still think that's pretty good. That's a darn good location. Just based on the logic for that Dark Oasis key, you gotta get your light suit. You have to do lower Dark Dwarves for Power Bomb Guardian. Then you gotta come all the way back to Dark Oasis. Then you gotta go all the way back to Dark Dwarves again.
Yeah. You're gonna be taking the save warp. That's also another occasion for TGC to go to Sank map right away. Doing a little spin. Yeah, that's
Save War Barry.
save warp Perry.
Yeah, Barry's got the last key. It's confirmed. K-Rar would be happy if that was the case.
That's okay, Cestrion. Sometimes we all let the intrusive thoughts win.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go out and say it. It's that time of the race again. Time to play guess that item location.
Yes, casino.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look like Captain's gonna go be checking feeding pit.
Oh no, that's gonna cost him. That's got his last Corvus key on it. So if
FTA
Captain
also.
hot dogs it, then
I don't think we've ever peaked FTA either, did we?
all right. Feeding pit was the Aegon key. What am I saying? No, FTA is still open.
Yeah.
Oh, TGC is going straight for Sank entrance. Look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
Hopefully, and it's not just an FTA play. Oh, it's just dark ammo.
No need for it. We have unlimited beam ammo.
Yes, we are going to Sank entrance. We're moving to it.
At long
And
last.
Captain is realizing he does not have all the keys.
Yeah. Only has one, too.
I am extremely confused on why we went this direction.
So far, TGC is only missing the last Aegon key, and the last Aegon, and the Aegon key's hint, which are gonna be in Sank entrance because that's literally the last location it can be.
And unfortunately, Captain is missing one Torvus, two Aegon. The last one Aegon is off of Feeding Pit. The last Torvus is off of Dark Oasis. There is still one unknown red key, and that is one for Dark Aegon. Where is that darn Aegon key? We are running out of locations and where that could be.
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, why's it got to be? Okay, fine. If I had to put an Aegon key somewhere, I'd throw it either on Spider Guardian or Airy.
Taking the evil route, I see.
Absolutely, because I'm not playing this game. I love our runners. I love everything about them. But this seed's already cursed. Why not make it worse, you know? And I know K-Rar's with me too on that Airy play.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Oh, yeah. Alright, Bilo, what about you? What are you thinking for that last Aegon key?
I feel like it's gonna be somewhere really, really dumb.
Like here in Sank entrance?
You know what? Let's go for it.
Alright, well, let's see. Our item today is a lovely energy tank. Well, that wasn't it. Oh, and Cap went to Dark Oasis, but not Feeding Pit, as Reed's pointing out.
Ouch. Yeah, I feel like... Alright, Dark Aegon Waste, Ing Hive, and... No. It's in...
Hold on.
It's gotta be in Hive Gyro Chamber. I don't think Hive Dynamo Works was anything ATS. We checked that. Can't be quad because it was an STK.
Hold on. No, Hive Dynamo was beam related.
Yeah, so it's gotta be Hive. It's
Hive
gotta be
Gyro.
Hive Gyro. Yeah.
That's the only location that has not been checked in Dark or in Hive.
Thankfully, we have Echo for it.
Oh, so Cestron's in pristine condition. He can just go right for it.
Sistron?
TGC, what the? Wow, for the love of... Yeah, we're going to put Cestron in TGC's place. That's okay. That's what we're doing. It's a tag team race. You know, it's a new format.
Yeah, let's go. Rando relay race.
Yep, exactly. Yep, new format.
Oh yeah, gonna have to take care of the Ink Smashers since we defeated DB Guardian. Thankfully, those very same power bombs just make very quick work of them.
Oh no, Captain's save warping.
Oh no!
I think Captain realizes the sank entrance plate, but he's still got to go back to feeding pit.
Oh.
And yes, these are what we refer to as Ink Smashers. Pineapple.
Yeah, it says you're on remote controlling TGC.
See, I knew it. I knew I wasn't wrong. Oh, you know what? So this is the sequel to Ratatouille we've been looking for.
Well, I mean, that kind of answers Delta's question.
Yeah, there you go.
What type of strings are you using? Hair?
Yeah, Cestron's just sitting on TGC's shoulders the entire time. You know, Ratatouille does sound pretty good right now, actually. Yeah, Captain's going right for sank entrance, so...
Actually, the rat's name is Remy, not Ratatouille.
I'm not talking about the rat, I'm talking about the dish. Why would I want a rat sitting in the middle of in my office?
I don't know. I feel like that's the whole plot of Stuart Little.
You know? You're not wrong, but you could have not said it.
What are you gonna do about it?
Well,
Neither
nothing, because
have
I'm
I.
all the way over here and you're all the way over there. You know, this desk for our commentary booth's a little too long for me to reach over.
God damn it, Reed.
Oh, he's done. Oh, darn. Hey, look,
What?
there's that last red key.
Being done with a dumb joke in my commentary booth?
Oh, you did a nice 180.
Am I doing comms tomorrow? Maybe. I don't know.
I'd say go for it. You bring a lot of positivity and energy to the races.
I mean, I still gotta leave some room for other commentators. Yeah, that's go mode for TGC right there.
He's set. He's just gotta fight all the rest of the bosses, and we're done. Ah, look what you caused, Reed. Look what you started.
Yep, started a chain reaction.
Okay, boo. That was bad.
Except we're not playing Super Mario. We're playing Metroid Prime 2 Echoes for the Nintendo GameCube.
Really? I thought we were playing Key Simulator.
I mean, yeah, there's been quite a lot of upsets this tournament. I mean, just speaking of Jay, just him winning against Bellator has been quite the upset. Me also, like just yesterday, I mean, 2 days ago, just soft locking myself, losing 20 minutes and still winning a race, like not even sure how that happened, and just Yeah, it's just a lot of upsets. I feel like in this tournament.
Captain's a little undecided on where he wants to go today.
Hmm.
Yep, or decided to dive deeper into Sank. We're gonna go find that key off of the wonderful Hive Gyro Chamber.
Hmm. Yeah, I believe that's correct. I'm 2-1 at the moment. I don't know how I managed that, but affected the power ranking. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say that because, like, I feel like if I'm bad at the it's like I feel like if someone is gonna beat me at like out of bounds movement, they've already gone through like most of the prerequisites for being very good at like inbounds movement in the first place for mastering the out of bounds movement. So I feel like if I'm gonna lose an out of bound, if I'm gonna lose a race to someone who knows out of bounds and I don't, I feel like I'm also gonna lose this race inbounds. If I'm being honest. Yeah, that's.
You gotta learn to have confidence in yourself, my friend. Never tell yourself that you can't do something. Be positive, have the strength and confidence to achieve your goals. And even if you don't, well, hey, you gave it your all.
I mean, that was Jay and I's mentality when we went into this tournament. It was just like win one race and be done. Just lose all the rest and like look at us now. We're both like we've both got 2 wins under our belt.
Yeah, the biggest thing of all, whether you win or lose, as long as you have fun, that's the important part.
We did have quite a bit of fun though. I will say that. Okay, so yeah, might be interesting to talk about next week's settings here.
By all means.
Yeah, so next week we're just gonna have no translators and all gates unlocked. That's the only change. I think we're also starting landing side if memory serves right. So what that essentially means is, yes, we'll get all the translator gates open from the gate go, but the trade-off is no hints. Oh yeah, and also 5 Sky Temple keys instead of the usual 9, but they have area only instead of the exact room name.
Right, so we're playing Indiana Jones and the Aether Abyss. It's going to be a wonderful time.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, that might be some hubris talking from me right now, but I feel like the Prime players are going to be kind of OP on this preset. Because
Because us Echoes players rely on them hints a lot.
Yeah, you know, back in my day, we didn't need hints.
Oh, back in your day, I see how it is. What's the difference? Maybe about 1 to 2 years, if that? Maybe 2 to 3?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's 2 years. Between 2002 2004, the 2-year gap in between Cestrion.
Oh. Well, I'm so sorry, Grandpa. I didn't mean to upset you.
It's okay. You'll get me back to bed soon enough, you whippersnappers.
It's time to go collect your artifacts again.
Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything.
No, nah, you done did it to yourself, Bilo.
I did it to myself the minute I signed up for this tournament. What do you mean?
You did, yeah. I mean, that's fair. And the problem with that, I mean, once you have just a little bit of equipment under your belt, a lot of Echoes becomes open immediately. I mean, Dark and Light Beam alone, you have both of those, you have well over half your game open. And with no hint information to point you in the right direction, which area do you check first? Which logic chain do you follow? Which area is better than a different one compared to what you're looking for?
Yeah, but have you considered, screw it, we morph ball?
I see your argument. I acknowledge your argument. And I counter your argument with, who cares? I have screw attack.
Fair. But I did say screw it, so,
Okay, come on. Now you're just reading the fine print.
I mean, who wouldn't?
You know, I've got an answer for you, but that would go into a whole debate, which would take up way too much time.
Yeah, this race is gonna be ending pretty shortly, I feel like. Just gonna have to get Chica done and over with, and then we can just head right back into Temple Grounds. Oh, that's an unfortunate screw attack.
Yeah, I'd say we're looking at a solid 230 from TGC.
Yeah, I feel like that's a fair assumption.
And Captain's going through Torvis. Yes, he's got all the Torvis keys in hand. And we're still missing that one Aegon key off of Feeding Pit.
Yeah, that being said, though, it might just kind of work out for Captain MD if he does Chica and then say works back to Aegon.
Yeah,
Just
but I think
with the knowledge of the last Aegon key being in Dark Aegon and having almost full cleared this area, just maybe Feeding Pit being highlighted and being right on the way to a Morbis, but still seems busy trying to check Lower Torvis.
Yeah, no, I think Captain might have forgotten where that last Aegon key is specifically, and it's just full clearing areas in an attempt to stumble across it.
Oh yeah, right. Fast threat with Annie, the one that I absolutely know. Oh, oops. Yeah, I didn't scan it. Oh yeah, with double damage, that's very expeditive. Very glad to have that.
And here we have the lovely Chica adult.
And with unlimited beam ammo, it's just we can just shoot Annihilator without a worry. Also double damage, we're gonna be able to do that in just one cycle.
Gotta love them unlimited missiles.
Gotta love it, that double damage mostly.
Gotta love how we're abusing the trademark slogan.
Oh,
just bounced right off.
A little bit too early. Oh, that hit. Let's go. We love it when the sunburst's actually useful. I mean, okay, yeah, for what it's worth, I did see the blast, but it can also automatically blow up after a certain distance and not by impacting the enemy, so I don't know. Okay, that one definitely didn't hit. There you go.
Well, the fight's over. We have our last SDK. It's time to get over to the Sky Temple.
I actually don't know which is faster, if we just do the save warp, or just go to Light World and go from Torvis entrance back into Temple Grounds. I feel like the latter's probably a little faster. I'm not sure though.
I'd say the latter. Do the save warp, go down to Meeting Grounds, and it's right there. Otherwise, you have to go through well, I mean, you don't have to go through too much. A few extra rooms, but then again, every second counts.
Yeah, that's...
Well, I mean, on the bright side, the save station's right here outside of Dark Torvis Temple.
Yeah. That's fair.
Here we have a nice high five.
High five.
Captain's going for the fight while TGC's just coming out of the fight. Ammo. Just gonna get some health and ammo.
I'm pretty sure Captain picked up some unlimited ammo. Oh no, he didn't. Wait, where's unlimited beam ammo? I forgot.
Unlimited ammo was... Let me check this handy-dandy notebook. Torvis Plaza.
Oh, right, and Captain never did this.
No.
Alright, oh, making good use of that light suit to stand like outside of Chica's range into the dark water and just spam away with the Annihilator. Fantastic. So speaking of Annihilator, I would still use Annihilator for Oh, did he not pick up double damage either? I feel like
No, double damage was off Powerbomb Guardian.
but I feel like
he's got it. I think he just missed the bottom left wing. Oh, bottom right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like no, he has to have done PB Guardian because he has all of his Torvis keys.
No, they all hit
So-
the first time, so it did hit. It's just that one of the
So
missiles
why-
did not hit on target.
Oh right, yeah.
It's Seekers, my friend. Half the time
Challenge
they're
missing.
Half the time they're unreliable.
So you mean half the time, 35% of the time, right?
Yes? Question mark? I don't know percentages.
Now you see, it's always half-half because either it's reliable or it's not.
Top left wing that he missed, probably. Oh, I get
Nice.
with the bottom right.
Yeah, it's always seems to be the bottom right wing for some reason.
Fun fact, they sometimes hit. Great hint.
Yeah, gonna take the extra power bombs here from these crates. Guaranteed drops if you have full missiles.
So Captain now has 8 out of the 9. We just have to fight a Morbus with the last key over in Feeding Pit. Unfortunately, TGC is already here at the Emperor Rings. Emperor Ring number 1, due to us having unlimited beam ammo and double damage, thankfully. We're just going to use light beam to destroy these tentacles, then spam the ever-living ammo out of our Annihilator for 1 cycle.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. Since our ammo is infinite, it is also ever-living.
Yes, indeed.
Alright, and with that, we got 5 PVs heading into Emperor Ing 2. So, we're just living large, peacefully, in our own lane, moisturized, unbothered, happy, until we are hit by some polluted water, and somehow sentient.
The water is sentient?
I mean, yeah, some sentient black liquid that just ejects
fair.
us from our own lane. Being moisturized and now unhappy.
Yep. Emperor Ring 2, we're just destroying all these small little golden pentacles so we can break the exoskeleton and reveal the
ooh.
true boss underneath.
Just missing one. Ah, yeah, right there.
Oh, Emperor Ring 3. You might have heard this been said on a handful of other races, but we're going to say it again here. With Emperor Ring 3, we don't want to use any of our ammo or anything. We want to use Screw Attack And you might be wondering, well, why are we using screw attack compared to everything else we've collected this game? Well, during development testing, there was meant to be an additional phase for Emperor Ring. You'd have nice little armor on his feet that you'd have to blow up. And that was supposed to be damaged by screw attack. While that part of the phase got scrapped, they removed the idea. But they kept the hitbox in. So we're just going to use screw attack near the feet and ankles. Roughly, it's an extended hitbox, so between the feet to the kneecaps area.
Yeah, it's weird.
So we're just going to keep that screw attack going, and that deals massive damage.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a hitbox or a hit tesseract at this point, because it doesn't feel like it fits in three-dimensional spaces.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's gone.
All right. Yeah, let's hope for TGC not getting centered here. With double damage, that can be a little tricky to achieve because the setups are a little different, though I believe it's like 12 Annihilator shots with double damage instead of the usual 25.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, 12 and 3 lemons.
When life gives you lemons.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take any chances. Better to do not enough damage than too much damage in that case.
You can say that again.
Well, better to not do enough damage than do too much damage in that case.
And Captain has found the last Amorphous key.
Yeah, unfortunately, too little, too late.
Oh
no!
Immediate center.
Insta center, sad.
Yes,
I mean,
Pineapple, he could have done Dark Beam strats, but we gotta fire that missile.
Yeah. It's just an unfortunate insta center from there.
Yeah, Bilo, you've been mentioning centers and 3 and 4 skips. What exactly were we attempting to do today?
So we were attempting to keep Dark Samus out of this phase that we call DS4, and instead just manipulate her by shooting missiles at her that will make her raise her shield. So normally that shield deflects missiles and any and all damage, but there is a small period of time after which the shield is not risen, the hitbox is not active, but she is still vulnerable to damage. So from that moment, you can either use Dark Beam strats, which are a little slower but safer than the preferred method of using Screw Attack, which can be a little more risky but a lot more rewarding because the damage is a lot higher than just doing Dark Beam strats repeatedly.
Oh, and that's not as Pineapple was pointing out. If you have anything you'd like to say in regards to today's race, you can blame Nye for it.
Yeah. I generated this.
Almost feels like a J seat based on the key locations, but no, it wasn't that degree of tomfoolery.
It would be a J seat if progression was also affected.
That's fair, and that's time.
Yep, GG's.
Yeah, TGC did a good job, man. He just on pace the entire time. Unfortunately, what got Captain in the end was a few mishaps with the backtracking. And some slight route divergences.
Yeah, now I think you're gonna get yelled at for that Corvus key and Dark Oasis also, and also an Aegon key and Feeding Pit.
Oh, that being said,
hello, TGC, GG's.
welcome.
Oh, there we go. You can hear that.
Hey, we can hear you now.
Hello,
Look at that.
welcome, GG's.
GG's. Oh boy.
And yeah, we're seeing the DNF here from Captain.
So I guess big thing here, TGC. If you had one word to describe this race today, what would you call it?
For me personally, it was a mess because like my plan started to go in motion up until the last hint that I could find was the Amorbis hint to give me like for the entire payoff of what I was doing, which was focus the hints, know where the keys are, and focus the regions until you've got the keys. And it just dragged me. Like it basically put a chain around my legs and just pulled me through everywhere it could.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah, and now we have Captain joining us in chat. GG's.
A GG.
Well, I asked TGC this question. I'll ask you as well, Captain. If you had one word to describe this race per se, how would you go about it?
One word. Ooh, I don't think there's enough. I don't think I could say enough about the seed in one word.
Well, then use multiple words. That's okay.
I'll put Sank Entrance as one word hyphenated.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because, yeah, that's exactly what it came down to. I was just hunting for the Aegon keys, and I just could not find them anywhere. And, of course, the one hint I couldn't find that had the keys, it was, of course, the last hint I read.
Yeah, I was exactly the same. Like, I tried to aggressively route all the hints, and it just wasn't working until that last Aegon one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, I ended up chasing the progression first because I knew I needed light suit anyway because I could rule that Dark Oasis was a key from the Torvis key hint, and thankfully Mining Plaza wasn't involved today. That was bugging me for a bit.
Yeah, we got lucky.
The only thing we were able to get away without this seed technically was gravity. Otherwise, we needed literally everything. We didn't necessarily need cobalt. That's a lie.
It was useful.
I mean, in that regard, yes, but
it told me what a light suit was, so for me, I got quite a lot of mileage out of it. Because I think it was the progressive hint for the second suit gave me obviously the Aegon key hints, and there was something else in the cobalt hints that pushed me because I didn't scan the Dark Oasis hint on first pass. I got that on like my second pass, and then kind of deduced there was 2 keys potentially between Feeding Pit and Dark Oasis. So I actually got the Feeding Pit Aegon key before I got the Aegon hint. I only needed the hint for the final key to seal it all.
Yeah, a big mistake I made is I forgot where I picked up my first Aegon key. I didn't realize until like 10 minutes before the end of the race that it wasn't in Torvis, that I didn't pick it up in Dark Aegon, I picked it up in Torvis. So that's what it had helped me connect the dots that, oh wait, no, it's Feeding Pit, and I waltzed right by it when I was going to get Dark Oasis. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
Although, the mid-game, I feel like up to the first hour, everything was actually coming up really good. Because coming out of DMT, I mean, bombs were a little late to the bandwagon for Central Mining, because I went for DMT first, then went back for Central Mining and everything there. And then I fell into Dark Visor. That led to Super Missiles because they were in a Cursed Lake, so I took a lucky guess on that, on the beam-related hint there, and that ended up being perfect.
That one was actually quite funny. I got a chuckle out of the unlimited missiles next door to Super Missiles.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, like first hour was great. Then really at about the 1 hour mark, it came down to the Key Casino. Because by that point, I think I would wager, TGC, we both knew where everything was. Like we knew about Echo Visor, we knew about Light Suit, and we did need Echo Visor because Hive Gyro was one of the Aegon keys.
Yeah, by the hour mark, I probably didn't have the same level of knowledge as you might have, but I was aggressively routing for the hints to pick and collect that knowledge. When I posted Annoyed, I was in the middle of doing Lower Torvis for the Emerald hints, and when I went to leave Lower Torvis to go into Sank, I had no power bomb, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm going into Sank manually.
I've been there before. I know exactly how you feel. My point of annoyance was going through Lower Torvis with no gravity. because Storage C was miles out of the way by the time I read that hint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One other main thing also is, Captain, you had Light Suit a lot earlier than TGC did. Like you entered. So TGC, you entered Sank from Aegon, if I recall correctly, right?
I done an initial dip, yeah.
Same.
Because yeah,
And then eventually, because when I went to route in I can't remember if it was the grav boost to then confirm the key, I think it was, and then I went into Aegon because I was chasing the Inghive key for Chica. That's what it was.
yeah. Because I don't think really either of you did Dark Upper Torvis very early on. That being said, though, Captain, you did get the hint a lot earlier in main research. So that, seeing as it was like right next to the lower Torvis elevator, that kind of, I feel like, prompted you to go to Venomous Pawn and get that light suit there.
It did. That's exactly what I was thinking. Because I figured, again, I need light suit anyway. I need to go kill Powerbomb Guardian, so I might as well just grab it. And as a result, double damage was guaranteed.
Yeah, so for a good moment there, where TGC you did not have a light suit and Captain did have a light suit, it was kind of harder to pinpoint like which was in the lead or if there was even a lead at all. Yeah, that was a very nice show you two put on tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Other than that, I don't think I have any more questions to ask. What about you, Marion?
No, I'm going down this little handy-dandy list we have here. We already covered your Cobalt hints being absolutely horrid today.
Yeah, that's it was just Sank entrance, like, and that was bugging me for a while because I had the means to access Sank entrance at a reasonable hour fairly early because I had Dark Visor. It led me straight to Seeker missiles, which both missile upgrades were in ink caches, by the way. Fun fact. So that was really nice. I could have gone straight to Sanctuary from that because I had Boost Ball too. I really could have checked that Sank entrance in a lot. I'll tell you one thing I was proud of: diving Mining Station B for that power bomb tank.
Yeah. Is that your first one as well?
That was my first one, and I felt extremely proud of that because that allowed my mid-game routing to be much more efficient. Because we gone a long while in that seed without a power bomb. Like TGC, was your first energy tank Broom Closet?
No, I think that was actually my second one. I can't remember what the first one was.
Yeah.
No, the first one was in Torvis, I think.
Yeah, I think I remember you almost dying in Torvis Grove because of the Pirate Commandos.
Yeah, I ended up with, what was it? My first E-tank was the Torvis Temple Access, I think it was.
Might have been,
yeah. So, because we had reasonably early access to Torvis as well, because we had Emerald really early. Boosted Seekers weren't too far out of the way. So yeah, Torvis access was pretty early. Yeah, I didn't end up diving Dark Aegon until pretty late. That's when I got my first two, because Jump Guardian and Broom Closet both had energy tanks. But I ran like 37 minutes on no E-tanks Variasuit, something along that line, which is something I'm generally okay with, except when it comes to Sanctuary.
I had the Dark Suit very early because picking up the suit, the hint that said Dark Suit was in Doomed Entry, having the Dark Beam and the Annihilator, I just dove straight in, grabbed that, and I sat on Dark Suit and no E-tanks for like a good 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, I think I found Dark Suit first as well. But I didn't get it wasn't because I got the hint, it was because after I got DMT, I just went straight back for Command Center, boost balled my way into that and got Dark Beam, got Light Beam in Storage B, and then rushed Doomed Entry. Not rushed per se, but that was the next nearest check I can do with no bombs. And it was at that point that I connected the dots and said, wait a minute, that's not a suit in Central Mining, it's bombs. What else could be glowing like, I wouldn't say glowing like a Christmas tree, but bright glowing orange, but not a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking on that context, we do have two questions being posed, mainly for you, Captain.
Yes,
I think the big one, underground tunnel. Information for Cobalt.
There's always progression. What can I say?
And technically that is true because someone posted the Inghive keys, which were Mining Plaza, Sank Map, and Sentinel's Path. So,
ooh,
Ooh.
Sank map. That would have been. I was thinking about sank map, but I didn't want to go out of my way to anything until I knew where my keys were, and unfortunately, the hint just wasn't there. Granted, they're not going to be there next week, but
With that being said, number 2, little concerning with your Aegon Labs play, Captain. Hot dogging Central Mining Station, finding your bombs a little bit later than preferred.
it wasn't even hot dogging it, I would argue. I was able to do a lot without bombs, and by extension, without Spider Ball. Spider Ball wasn't really important until I was done with my Aegon sweep anyway. So I would argue that the bombs wasn't necessarily a hot dog. Just on the notion of there was plenty I could do before falling into them. But that being said, yes, they were a tad bit later, but nevertheless, I do feel like I routed that and Spider Ball back in a relatively timely limit. It took me a minute to catch on for Spider Ball, because I was like, wait a minute, what else could I be missing here? I've checked everything 3 rooms away, and then I looked back at the map. Oh, wait a minute, I never had bombs for mining station access.
Right, you gotta go all the way back to go get it.
Which, thankfully, again, was right around the corner.
Yeah, I think the main concern is when you dipped into central mining first and you never looked at the item or didn't go straight for it was the main concern.
I think the other thing was I didn't have an easy way to get to it, because I would have either needed Spider Ball or bombs to BSJ up to the top, and I also didn't have Light Beam. So the only way I could have gotten up there anyway would have been to jump up the gate, the blast door in Command Center. So, and Doomed Entry put me back out on the top floor anyway when I was done with that route. So, again, not the best routing for bombs, but I don't think it ended up being that much of a detriment. The real detriment ended up being the key hunt. Torvis and Aegon keys were both the worst. I think that's where I played poorly for the end game. Up to mid game, I feel like I did really well. That being said, TGC, congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I did not expect to take this one. You have like a wealth more experience in racing this category, and probably a lot more trick advantage. I honestly thought you might have broke out like Aegon key skip. I wasn't sure if you knew that or not.
I don't think there's a way to do that in bounds.
I think there is, because a few others have been talking about it being potentially good for this. But I might be wrong.
If there is, I'm not aware of it.
If there is, it's going to be the most difficult thing you've seen in a while.
Yeah.
For non-out-of-bounds movement.
I'm not too worried about it anyway, because besides that, we don't have Guardian Slayer settings coming up in future anyway, so...
No, we're okay.
It's funny, too, because it's the setting I practice the most, too, and I'm kind of bummed it didn't play out as well as I would have liked, but oh well. Things happen.
Yeah. I think I agree with you on that kind of middle game. I think that the early game, the first hour, where the logic getting all the items, probably kind of very similar to yourself, like had a good loadout. But once the keys became the relevant point, everything just went up in the air, and it was just a case of catch what you could.
Yeah, another question here in chat. It was directed to TGC, but I believe it it's kind of worth asking for both players. You both seem to have, PB Guardian. You both seem to have kind of delayed it for a little while. Was that because you were aggressively hunting for the keys or the hints?
For me, it's because I didn't know about Dark Torvis until the Dark Oasis till a little later on.
That was only on your second pass.
Yeah, so I got the hint at a very late point. So when I started routing the keys, because I knew a key was there, and I started light suit warping around, and I headed for it and went, oh, I can't actually get this because I didn't do Powerbomb Guardian. Let me go warp to Torvis and go deal with that first and then come back for it. So, slight hot dog that I forgot that I hadn't done it, but I didn't get the hint for Dark Oasis until a little later, so...
Right.
Yeah, Reed, that was exactly it. I forgot that I hadn't done Powerbomb Guardian. I had to waltz my way back.
Yeah, I think, that's what Reed Whaley was pointing out in chat, asking about going to Aegon, getting to the light beam door, stopping and turning around to go to Torvis. Like, oops, I left the stove on.
Yeah, for me, regarding Powerbomb Guardian, it was the idea that, okay, I now know where Light Suit is, and I know Powerbomb Guardian is required. Let me go get Light Suit, seeing as I'm in the neighborhood, go kill Powerbomb Guardian anyway. Just get that done. Of course, by that point, I still didn't have gravity, so the routing for that was all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was my biggest. I think that was my second biggest issue, besides not knowing where my keys were, is just no gravity for Lower Torvis. I don't know if I could call that a mistake per se, because
Yeah, storage
again,
C was out of the way.
yeah, it was. So it's really tough to make the call on that one. But yeah, other than that, again, besides once again, congrats TGC. I've got nothing else to say, except ooh boy, week 4.
Week 4 indeed.
It was
No
bad.
hints.
It was bad enough looking for keys with a hint in a bad place. Now let's go looking for keys with no hints.
Oh, don't worry, you'll be fine. Just be sure to check Gary every now and again.
This is where the fun begins.
Yeah, just go where the items are.
This transition between the presets is probably going to be the hardest one, because this preset is very, very good with the hint knowledge. The hints play a major part. To then transition to no hints whatsoever, and you just have to route on pure instinct and logic, it's going to be a big one. Looking forward
Definitely
to
is
this.
gonna be. Yeah. I mean, it's more akin to what we're used to as Prime players. Just gonna be a lot more complex due to the layout. But yeah, other than that, does anyone else have any final words?
Not by me.
Sank entrance.
Yeah, sank entrance
Good.
indeed.
Good enough.
Those are indeed some words. But yeah, other than that, I believe we can just about wrap up here. So make sure to follow our runners, TGC and Captain MD13, as well as my co-commentator, Marion Law 71.
You can follow, but you ain't gonna see anything. I don't use Twitch, so good luck.
Get following Bello as well, another one of the racers in this tournament.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, but
Oh, I don't want to say.
Whatever you're doing it right. The crowd loves you.
I don't know. But anyways, other than that, I think we're just about good to wrap it up here. This has been Speed Gaming, Captain versus TGC, and we will see you all again next mission.
Yeah, might as well. We got one. We do have that race tomorrow. We might as well point out, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Aldraxis versus Arrow Razor tomorrow, same time in the evening, 5 p.m. We'll be looking forward to it as well. With that, we'll see you all next mission.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Have a good night, everyone.